What's good, y'all? It's your girl, the Hood Alchemist, here bringing you the art of transformation, infused with so much flavor and so much culture. That's right, y'all. I said flavor and culture. And you know what? Today, we just gonna get into this. So let's get into it, okay? So, as most of you know, if you follow me, I live abroad. I share that information on my channel. And I share that mainly because that's my truth. So what else can I share? And so in me sharing that though, I've hoped that it would inspire other people to want to look into that. And as people have been reaching out to me about moving abroad and hearing y'all's questions, y'all's comments, and y'all's concerns, it's just got me a little, it's got me a little concerned. So today, in this video, we're going to talk about how to lose your ego before moving abroad. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what nobody else is willing to tell you about being an expat, about American travelers, about travelers from European countries. More specifically, American travelers though, especially American travelers. American expats, people who move to other countries. So in this video, we're going to break it down. We're going to get to the T. And we're going to reveal the questions that you need to be asking yourself and the conversations that you need to be having with yourself before you embark on leaving your community and finding space in another community. So let's get into it. Okay, so these are the questions you should ask yourself before moving abroad, before taking yourself and becoming essentially a transplant, an immigrant, a person that didn't originally belong there in another place, okay? There are actual things to think about, and I've been noticing with the way the world is situated right now, people are coming to these conclusions from impulsive places, from fear-based places. They're coming to these conclusions from, I guess, exhaustion. And part of my reason for leaving America was because it was like, I'm clear that I don't need to be here anymore. But I was also having real conversations with myself about what it meant to go live somewhere that I didn't have a claim or a connection to. Even if ancestrally, I have a connection ancestrally to the place that I'm, to the land, not just specifically Belize, but to the part of the continent that I'm in. But still, I don't got no people here. I don't know these people. These people don't know me. And I'm just coming and I'm just moving into this space. So there are actual things that you should think about. And I hope this video gives you a little, it gives you a little help. I don't really know. I don't know. But let's get into it. So the first question you're going to want to ask yourself, and these are in no particular order, so I think they're all pretty important. So the first question I would ask myself is, do I have an agenda? And what does it mean to have an agenda? So to me, having an agenda is when you do something and secretly in the back of your mind or in your subconscious, you are still expecting something. You are still wanting to manipulate or control in some ways. You are still kind of wanting to shape the energy. And I think that's something that we do in our interpersonal connections in general, like just in our relationships. We naturally just kind of have agendas and don't really recognize that we're all pushing agendas. So before you leave your community and move into another community that's already existing, you should ask yourself, do I have any agendas? What are my agendas? Why do I have these agendas? Where are they coming from? If you don't like the word agenda, motives. What are your intentions? What are your motives? Are you trying to go somewhere else? Like I said, out of impulse, out of just fleeing, out of running, are you just trying to take your problems and create them elsewhere? Because that ain't cool. That's not cool. Question number 2 that I think you should think about before moving abroad. Can I be okay in this community without it changing to fit me. So that means if no one ever came to make sure you were okay, if no one ever tried to understand your language, if nobody ever tried to understand you or what you were bringing to the table, if nobody cared about your gifts, if nobody cared about the things that you think you're good about, the things that you think are important, would you be okay? Would you be able to sit in that energy? Or would you need to go and have to like create that, manipulate that energy? Again, kind of going back to number 2, it's an agenda. It all leads back to having an agenda, essentially. Most times if you need something to change in order for you to be comfortable, it also means that there quite possibly is a part of you that needs to change. So when you're moving to another space, you should focus more on what am I willing to let go of, and what am I willing to change, and what am I willing to like step into that's new, versus me trying to go in and just immediately create the things that I'm longing for, the things that I think should be in this space and environment. Okay, question number 3. Can I let go of the way I think things should be? And like I said, most of these questions are things you should be considering in all of your relationships, in all of your interactions, in all the ways that you view the world. But if you are going to move abroad and you aren't willing to if you're fixed on the way you view the world, if you're fixed on your understanding of life, if you're fixed on your understanding of God, of work, of time, then I don't know, that sounds like a hindrance. And it also sounds like you're going to be creating room for you to bring in unnecessary energy or tension or manipulation, control, not really allow yourself to be open and to experience. Okay, so that's another question to think about. Question number 4. And this question is real blunt, okay? Am I moving like an oppressor? All right? Am I coming into this space like a colonizer? Have I already come into this place and tried to just make it be what I left? I know all of these questions are pretty similar because I want you to be getting the same type of thought over and over again. And it all kind of leads back to this question for real. Like, are you moving like a colonizer? Especially people coming from America, people coming from places where whiteness is the norm. It's kind of embedded in us to like move certain ways or to have certain understandings and programmings in order to think that we can get ahead, or in order for us to create community or interact with each other. And so you really have to ask yourself, am I projecting these same energies that I am leaving into the space that I'm going to? And are these energies conducive to this new space? Is it me that needs to leave behind the way I think and the way I feel and the way I understand? You know, I came to believe they call avocado pear. Instead of me going around trying to make everybody say avocado, aguacate, I'm just like pear. It's a pear. Okay, when I hear pear now, I have to not think of the pear that I'm used to. I have to think of the way people think of pear here. And that's aguacate, avocado. So, you know, but again, these are all just questions. All just questions I'm throwing out there. Just questions. I'm just gonna dump these last 2 questions together, because essentially the last 2 questions are, how uncomfortable am I willing to be, and am I willing to be a student? The one thing that I can say that moving abroad has done for me has really taught me to get out of my own way. It's really taught me to get over myself. And every day it forces me to get over myself. Communicating with people, cooking food, trying to take a bath. You know, some days you wake up and your new environment might throw you some curveballs. And if you meet it with this energy of resentment, or if you meet it with tension, then you're only going to be creating more tension. You're not going to give yourself a true opportunity to really open up and learn, a true opportunity to really release and let go, a true opportunity to become new. So if you are a person who is looking to move abroad, or to even move to another city, another state, another part of your community. This is what happens when people even gentrify places. You go somewhere and you embed yourself there without even taking the time to even know what type of soil do they have here, what type of flowers grow here, what's this neighborhood like, like what are these people like. All real things, but that's also stuff that we don't give ourselves the honest time to ask ourselves. We don't all honestly take the time to sit with ourselves, to know ourselves, and to unknow ourselves, and to be honest and truthful with ourselves about who we are. Most of the times, who we think we are is a bunch of stuff that we're holding on to that doesn't even serve us and that somebody else gave to us. So when you are traveling, when you're deciding to leave home, when you're deciding to detach from everything that you've ever known, when you're deciding to move abroad, you have to be open. You have to be open. You have to be fearless, and you have to leave judgment behind. You have to leave control behind. You have to leave those energies that say that you don't trust and that you don't have faith and that you don't believe behind. So my suggestion to you before you move abroad is to leave your ego behind. And I don't mean you gotta get rid of it, but you just gotta put that mug in check. Okay? Alright, y'all. I'm not gonna make this video too long. If you like this content, make sure you drop a comment below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it with a friend. Make sure, please, you share it with a friend, y'all. Share it with a friend. I got goals for YouTube this year. So I'm trying to blow this channel up. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. What? Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hey.